Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Greensboro Science Center, where we are doing our final installment of our series where we talk about how we are preparing for the winter months. Now, we have been focusing mostly on what we do for our animals here, but today I have another member of our team that's going to talk about something that is equally as important. So, Chandra, would you please introduce yourself and talk about your role here at the Greensboro Science Center?
Yes, my name is Chandra Metheny. I'm the head of horticulture and grounds here at the Greensboro Science Center. So I watch over the landscaping maintenance, grounds care, as well as botanical development here.
Excellent. And if you've been here, you've seen some of these beautiful gardens, and you know that they are all very different. So how do we choose, and how do you choose what we plant here at the Science Center?
Well, we'll look for different exhibited spaces that we can design and develop either for our visitors or for our animals. And if it's a space, say with lemurs, we may add some hardy tropicals. We will also consider certain plants that would be very useful for enrichment for our animals, as well as for native wildlife. So we'll really sort of pick and choose a variety of things that will act functional and integrate into the environment as well.
Awesome. Now, of course, with going into the winter months, a lot of things are going to be changing for us here. So what do we do for our plants as we start to get cold?
That's right. So we'll start, sometimes adding more mulch. We'll begin clipping back quite a few annuals, removing some of those, clipping back certain perennials. Some perennials we will actually allow to continue for native and wildlife benefit, like grasses are wonderful and beneficial, beautiful in the wintertime as well. Certain perennials we will prune very carefully going in before spring, and so we have a program for that. Some plants have a waxy cuticle and will remain evergreen, and so we do sort of have a very light care for them, but they are adapted to continue to be green and they don't need a whole lot of care.
Now, while you primarily are taking care of our plants here, at one point you also played a significant role in caring for a group of our animals, which would be our honeybees and the hives that they live in. So what is the relationship between animals like that and our gardens?
So pollinators, like our European honeybees, are crucial for the reproductive success of our flowering plants. After pollination, those plants will fruit, seed, or produce nuts, and that is the basis for our food system. In fact, every third bite of food that you eat is because of a bee or another pollinator. So our honeybees are very important. Our native bees are also extremely important for our ecosystem. They are a keystone species. They are unlocking the key to many, many other ecosystem functions because they pollinate flowering plants. So it's really incredible. The reliance that we have on bees is crucial to the future.
Absolutely. It's very important for our own well-being as well as for the beauty of our state and our world.
Absolutely.
Now, what kinds of things can people be doing this time of year to be helping out our gardens, our plants, and also our local pollinators?
So it's fantastic to go ahead and mulch a little bit. You can add some compost, a little bit of extra mulch to insulate some sensitive plants. It's a good idea to leave maybe some leaves, use it as a natural mulch in the landscape, or preserve some of that habitat, some of that brush for native pollinators. It's also beneficial to things like salamanders, frogs and toads, other pollinators like native butterflies that don't migrate that still stay here. Leave a few logs around to benefit those creatures.
Excellent. So getting to scale back a little bit on your cleaning before the winter and also helping out your local wildlife. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and thank all of you for tuning in these last few weeks as we talked about how we are getting ready for the winter here. We hope that you enjoyed listening to us and also that you got some ideas for some things you can do around your home to help out our wildlife as we go into these colder months. Stay warm, and we are excited to see you when you come and visit us again here at the Greensboro Science Center.